Man, we got ourselves a hot one today. Oh, these bugs are everywhere. Oof. Working with the Ryobi 2-cycle weed whacker. Gonna string up some new line. Well into weed whacking season. It's time to set it up again. Got my J handle, got my strap. It's a different setup from when I use my Trimmer Plus attachment. Check out my video on using the Trimmer Plus. It's outstanding. So let's string up this new line. First, I'm going to take the attachment off. It's a little bit easier to work with. Pop this off. Got a button on this side, a button on this side. Okay. Push these both in. Spring pops them off. Let's take this out. All right. Notice how we're working with a single chamber attachment. Okay. Some weed whackers have dual chamber. So because this is a single chamber, it could take a little bit less line than some of the other ones, which is just fine. So I already cut a piece of line. I'm going to get 2 arms length. 1, 2. Okay. Now I'm going to take this here. If you can see the hole, that's where it feeds through. So I'm going to put this all the way through to the other side. And I'm going to pull it to match the ends up. All right, here I got both ends. All right. So similarly to lacing up a shoe for the first time, that's how you want to set this up. Pop this one through the front. Pop this one here. And then you match the ends. Same idea. So now that I have even on both sides, now it's time to wrap it up. So now if I wrap it, you could tell that you're wrapping it the wrong way. If you have bumps sitting off to the side, you won't be able to close it too well. You might be able to wiggle it in, but this is the incorrect direction, and this is how you can tell why. If I take both strings, again, I'm pinching them together, and I'm feeding it into the chamber together. I'm going to feed it in the same direction. If you start to feed it in the same direction and you don't see it from the top, that's how you know you're moving in the correct direction. Okay, so again, I'm taking both together, wrapping this little by little until we get all the way around. Now it's okay to have a little bit of room in the chamber. You definitely don't want to overfeed. This has an auto feed. As it rotates, it feeds new line. So if it's all bunched up, or if you feed it too much, you wind up having to fiddle with it every time you use it, and that's never fun. All right, so I got this to this side. Okay, so I have some slack on both sides. Could probably get this around 1 more. It's okay if this is a little bit long. Because if you see here, this is a little blade at the edge. So if your line's a little bit too long, this cuts the line. So now I'm going to fit the line on the inside through both of these holes. So this one through here. And this one through there. All right, now there's a little bit of line sticking through. You want to make sure that everything's inside the chamber before you actually try to close it. Again, you don't want anything to disrupt the feed. So I'll pull this all the way through. There we go. Okay. So now I'll put this back on. I'll fit this. There we go. Now we have our new line ready to get out in the yard. Let's do some work. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment. Appreciate you watching. Have a good time. Be safe.